But right now, we could go ahead and start off with Rob Font versus Jose Aldo, the
The main
king
event.
of
Yeah.
Rio, the
Yeah.
freaking king of Rio, dude. What'd you think?
Can we stop saying that Max Holloway is the featherweight GOAT? I know this wasn't a featherweight fight, but dude, Jose Aldo. I mean, what can you even say about him? It's so fucking cool to see him pull this off. Rob Font is so goddamn good. He's so good. His jab is insane. It's lightning fast. It's super straight. He's out of range. You like think you're in kicking range and he jabs you. And then I mean he's just an animal. And Jose Aldo said, I'll just eat this all day and crack you every single time I land on you.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest concerns, honestly, from Jose Aldo going down to bantamweight
Mm.
was, his ability to take some shots.
Hmm.
But dude, he ate some decent shots yesterday,
Yeah, dude, the
and
uppercuts that Font was landing the jab mostly right, but then when it got close, because Aldo really likes to play defense. So like when he's getting jabs, he's trying to slip, and then he's ready for the combos to the body, and like he's there, right? He's angling. But Font, anytime he would get in with the jab, he would kind of freeze Aldo with the jab because Aldo likes to block and shit, and he's really good at it. But Font would step in and land that uppercut and the elbow across over the top, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like Aldo's defense is really good, but Font is finding him, you know?
yeah,
Uh, and
dude. One
Aldo
of the
just ate
first
it all.
things, one of the first things I thought about was one. I still can't believe Aldo can make 135.
He looks jacked.
Ripped, and um, he had a hard time making 145 back in the day.
Yeah.
So, dude, just goes to show like how hungry he is
Yeah.
for a title still. At the age of
Yeah.
35, he's done it, dude. He doesn't have anything to prove to anybody at all.
Nope.
He is regarded by many the GOAT featherweight
Hmm.
and goes down to bantamweight, reinvents himself. And I mean, dude, I was so impressed by him again last night. One, again, his ability to eat shots.
Hmm.
Two, to adjust because Font came out with heavy pressure
Hmm.
in the beginning of the fight, which did have him on his back foot and
The
kind of
whole first round up
the
until the
whole
last
first
30
round.
seconds.
And then he landed that 1-2.
Well, that was the thing. That's what was so crazy is Font was landing all night, but whenever Aldo landed, it was like massive damage. Every time he would land that 1-2, and that two would come through and just completely rock him. And I mean, and Font's not like it's not like Font hasn't fought good guys, you know. Aldo's just fucking cracks, dude. He
Yeah.
cracks.
And I think it was DC that pointed that out, where there's a difference in power.
I didn't watch it with commentary.
You didn't? No. Well,
No.
DC had pointed out, he's like, man, because they're both landing shots, but you can definitely see there's a difference in power with Aldo.
Yeah. When he lands this elbow in the clinch there,
Mm-hmm.
I was a little worried because it was massive. And I was like,
Yep.
ooh, that was big. How's Aldo going to respond? And then he just kept walking forward. I was like, oh,
No problem.
he's fine.
No problem. And we heard the corner. I don't know if you heard that or not, but the corner
I had the volume all the way down.
tell Aldo, kick him. We need more leg kicks.
Yeah.
You got to go out there, set up the leg kicks. It's going to open up the top again, right? Oh, and then also when Jose's, you can see his eye right here, looks like straight Quasimodo.
Yeah.
And he's sitting in the corner, right? And you see the doctor walk up, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And so the doctor asks the coach to translate. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck's the coach?
Yeah.
You're asking him to translate? Like, Aldo could be like, dude, I can't see out of my eye at all, and I don't think I can go back out there. And the coach can be like, oh, he said he's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, so, dude, like, out of anybody you can ask to translate.
Yeah.
But, dude, just a dog, man.
Dude, and shout out to the cutmen starting the fifth round. By the end of the first round, I was like, oh shit, Aldo's eye is going to be swollen shut by the end of this. But then at the start of the fifth round, they always do the clip of both of them right before it starts, right? Mm-hmm. It shows him and his eyes like completely open. And I'm like, dude, they went to work on him. They did a fantastic job.
For sure, man.
I mean, he was getting lit up with that jab.
He was. And, dude, again, doesn't cease to amaze me. At the age of 35, and Font is no joke, man.
No.
I mean, we saw what he just did to Cody Garbrandt.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, a couple months ago?
Who knows, man? Everything's a whirlwind.
I don't even remember, but he pieced him up, man.
Yeah. I mean, he pieced up Aldo this whole fight. It's just he didn't do the damage that Aldo was giving back. I mean, two judges gave it a 50-45, but it's 149 strikes to 86.
Yeah.
Font almost doubled him up. I mean, he was picking him apart, and
Look
Aldo
at that,
just
dude. Look at that picture.
ate
The
it.
King of Rio, man.
Yeah, look at the dude in the back with the mask on and the beard.
Oh, the guy looks super depressed.
The guy who's just like, I can't do anything about this.
You know, I'm thinking with Jose Aldo, he calls out TJ Dillashaw.
Yep, that's the move.
That's a fun fight.
That's the fight.
God, that's such a fun
Because
fight.
the title's booked, right? The title's all whatever, right? And Aldo
Yep.
versus TJ is like, yeah, that's the fight to make.
I mean, yeah, because like you said, you already got Piotr Jan versus Aljamain Sterling to unify the belts.
And that fight will probably get delayed for some bullshit reason. And then
Sandhagen just lost. Rob Font was just beat by Jose.
You go Font versus Sandhagen, Aldo versus TJ.
Oh, what
belts
a fun
already
division.
booked. What a fun division.
What a fun division, man. That's all I got to say about that. What a fun division. But super happy for Jose. Even though I picked Rob Font, everybody that asked me, I'm like, man, I got Rob Font. Younger guy. He's on his streak right now. He's been doing really well. And Aldo, dude, I just keep on thinking about his age. And not just his age.
He's
been
fighting
forever, man.
Yeah.
So at what point is, Father Time going to catch up to him?
Some would say it did 4 years ago. And then here we are again.
Dude, it's nuts. And, one thing that also made me very happy is he went 5 rounds.
Yeah. So
he didn't seem to have a problem.
The pace that Rob Font was applying at the beginning, like you said, the beginning of that first round for 4.5 minutes was so aggressive and just jabbing his face off, completely swelled his eye up, all this stuff, right? And then the grappling exchange at the end of the second, I think it was, where Aldo had a lot of control. He looked gassed, and I was like, fuck, dude, Font can do this all day. And he's going to keep just swarming him with his jab and just not let him breathe. And those championship rounds are going to probably end up going to Font. And here's Aldo almost finishing him in like almost every round. It's crazy.
I guess they're saying that he's training now with the Brazilian Navy.
The Navy,
like that now. So whatever it is that he's doing is working, because this is the most endurance I've seen Aldo have in quite some time.
Definitely.
Right? Even the first rounds against Piotr were pretty competitive. And when you start seeing him start gassing out is when Piotr starts taking over. But if he can, maintain this gas tank.
Well, that's also, I don't think it's just the gas tank in the Piotr Jan fight. I think Piotr Jan just reads people in those first few rounds. We've seen it now a number of times.
That's very true.
And then he just destroys them, and that's kind of what happens. So I think cardio did come into play, but also that's just Piotr Jan. Bruce Bobtrotter chiming in. Shout out Bruce Bobtrotter. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Said Rob Font needs to work his way back up now from Comic Sans to Times New Roman, but the dude isn't Helvetica level and never will be. Just the facts. Rob Comic Sans Font.
That's rough, dude. That's rough. But dude, I personally am a fan of Rob Font.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think he'll ever be a champion?
No, but I think he will challenge for the belt.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. Every once in a while you have those fighters you're just like, man, so much fun to watch. They're going to be sitting at the top 5 for a while, but can I ever see him beating the top 2, 3 people? I don't know.
It depends who they are. I mean, he's fucking good, dude. This fight shouldn't be a benchmark on Rob Font. It should be a benchmark on Aldo. You know what I mean?
For sure. All right, man. Do you have anything else on that main event?
No, happy to see Aldo. Happy with the call out. I'm glad he's doing it still. I really want to see him versus TJ.
So do I. God, so happy for Aldo. Hey, everybody. Ramiro and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description. And it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.